once again. Osmosis tried to pay. Money wasn't enough. He checked every pocket. Money wasn't enough. Osi, we're sorting it. With the momo, we're sorting it. Osmosis checked again. Money still not enough. He looked everywhere.
Hey, but Chief, what is going on?
Osi, we're sorting it. With the momo, we're sorting it.
When your money is not enough, we're sorting it with MTN Momo. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# to add call with Momo Advance and pay bills, send money or buy bundles.
Yes, a very good afternoon to you tuned into UBC TV. Welcome to our lunchtime news this Tuesday, the 11th of March, 2025. My name is Michael Jordan Lukomwa. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is expected in Kawempe this afternoon to drum support for the NRM flag bearer in the Kawempe North parliamentary by-election, that is Farida Nambi. The NRM supporters have already camped at Mbogo Primary School playground, where they expect to welcome President Museveni.
President Kaguta Museveni oye! Nambi Farida oye! Amanya nyacha Josephine Olimba, President namba moja.
Akute t-shirt zigabe zigwewo. Atuka kasati nochi atubulire oba ayitero oba tekino asoba musimo ekisude oje ogishime bindi ya birambulo kufunyo Nambi Farida kanji yagalo paka kasa muzei kanji yagalo paka kasa akambatia komanda Emma afande Emma akambatia webale kwasa kanyake to structures President Museveni and Nambi Farida yes katuwelo kokote DJ tuwelo mukulembeze wa penancha atuoche oyo kama ikanancha
That is the situation in Kawempe, and we'll keep you posted in our other updates. Our teams are already on ground. The Appointments Committee of Parliament this morning vetted the newly appointed officials of the Judicial Service Commission, led by Douglas Karikona Singiza Justice, Rosette Comfort Kania, and Frank Musingwiri.
Kongsa.
That is Justice Singiza and his team as they were at Parliament for vetting, and we'll have that story in detail in a subsequent bulletin. Now, meanwhile, the State Minister for Internal Affairs, Honorable David Mohozi, accompanied by the Inspector General of Police, Basbia Kagaba, the Deputy IGP and other senior police officers appeared before the Parliamentary Committee on Defence to assess the effectiveness of the CCTV cameras in curbing crime and identifying street criminals.
Identify a wounded person, and this system is also complementary to other force multipliers. Because if you are covered, your face is covered, you still will use the road desirably which is covered. Maybe you are in a vehicle which is numbered. So there are other complementary factors which may help finally to track you down, just in case your face is not identifiable. But I think people will help on the detail of how effective the cameras are and how far they go identifying people who engage in mischief. And then going off power outages, I want the technical people to help us there, whether the existing depends on it has an inbuilt power system or it depends on the national power grid. I think Banyam research will come in there to answer that one when the time comes. On pay, I don't know this. Pay for the services of footage. I think even before pay, why should someone access this information? It's like we are trading information. I think that one, we should start there. Because this is the information which ideally even should be governed by the laws of the country. Don't just give it out even before we come to pay. Why should someone private? And it should ideally be used in law enforcement and investigation and prosecution.
That is State Minister for Internal Affairs, Honorable General David Muhoozi. Still, relatedly, members of parliament have tasked the Inspector General of Police, that's Basbia Kagaba, to clarify on their unit within the force, commonly known as JAT. This follows incidents where personnel in this unit were seen in confrontations with the supporters of the National Unity Platform during campaigns in the Kawempe by-elections.
Indeed, first and foremost, we don't tolerate discipline, and as the Honorable Minister mentioned, we have standard operating procedures. We work within the intelligence framework, but led by the police. And maybe the other question I remember was, am I in charge of, I'm in charge of the police? I think that's the answer. I'm tasked to command and administer the police by the constitution of this country. But equally, I'm tasked in my tasks to work with other agencies in order to ensure security and safety of the people we govern. What I could add on this is that we don't take any discipline lightly. Whatever happened contravening the laws is regrettable, and the action you have also mentioned, the processes are already going on, and we shall not favor anybody, and the law will take its course.
IBP, thank you for that response. Your communication, your stand.
UBC Lunchtime News. Now, Ginger General Referral Hospital has decried limited medical supplies despite the increasing demand for health services from the public. The hospital director, Dr. Yai Alfred, says that the supplies cannot take them even for a month. This was at an event when Bujagali Energy Limited handed over a donation of medical supplies to the hospital.
Nalfenya Children's Hospital, an extension campus of Ginger Referral Hospital, receives at least 30 patients daily who require specialized treatment. However, the hospital's status is concerning, especially due to its limited space in comparison to its capacity.
We admit about 20 to 30 children every day. That comes to about 600 to 900 admissions every day. But the bed capacity we have here is 89 beds. That means the resources we have in terms of space and even staffing and supplies are not sufficient to provide services for all the people that are coming to us here.
Dr. Yai Alfred, the director of Ginger Referral Hospital, emphasized some of the challenges faced by the facility, including frequent drug stockouts.
So we have a very big population, but the space, the staffing, the supplies are limited.
In observance of International Women's Day, Bujagari Energy Limited extended a donation of medical supplies to the hospital, specifically targeting children in need of care.
As part of our initiative to celebrate International Women's Day, we've supplied a schedule of equipment and supplies that will help treat children that are admitted to this hospital here.
During critical periods, the hospital is often forced to advise patients to purchase essential medical supplies such as test tubes for disease management.
When a child or a mother comes to us here and we are not able to provide, for example, if we want to do an investigation and we need a purple top bottle and it's not there, we normally have to send them out to buy. So they have to spend to buy.
The hospital management is actively focusing on mobilizing resources from development partners while awaiting support from the Ministry of Health to address their medical needs.
We thank you so much for watching. Let's take a short break. Please keep it with us.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo.
Hey, Mkowe High School. Now wana tufunye wo muwanguzi owa MTN Momo. Ye wangu de school fees ezo mwaka mulamba tebereza. Hey, owulotya mutima kati.
Banange sanyu byenye nali amochi wago nyanjaga nyangu amali walonze erinyo.
Esisi?
Njani awangula school fees.
Eza Momo.
Eza Momo.
Ezo mwaka mulamba.
Okumalo mwaka mulamba ndi musanyu.
Oh my goodness.
Banange MTN mwene yaza ne yaze.
Wanje?
Mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala.
Kubiriza muzadde munange yonna joli. Wallahi sasulia school fees for Momo Pay.
Dial *165 *80 hash. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You will now enter the draw to win school fees for your child for a whole year.
Mera ngenze mboni Sam nazanya Ruto ganyiga star 278 then hash kujja kuba ngo oyingire mu kazannyo nga sente zino zimula wano zina wangu zino wano milioni 10 ebindi wana soka bila ku TV nange sasoka kikiriza ninga mulaye kino kinzo kubanga kituufu oba yaddala tibya bufere sente zino nazifunye zino nazikoze eki naziwangudde amasanyu ina mangi ebyoto byange byembadde njagala ngenda bitukiriza.
Ugandan National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulator.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels and many others for home comfort. With every every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Osmosis again. Osmosis try to pay. Money was it enough. Eject every pocket. Money was it enough. Osi, we're sorting it. With the momo, we're sorting it. Osmosis checked again. Money still not enough. He looked everywhere.
Hey, but Chief, what is going on?
Osi, we're sorting it. With the momo, we're sorting it.
When your money is not enough, we're sorting it with MTN Momo. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# to add call with Momo Advance and pay bills, send money or buy bundles.
UBC Lunchtime News. Thank you so much for watching and welcome back from the break. The incomplete construction of the Kanyamateche Bridge over River Kafu in Busanza sub-county Kisoro district has resulted in severe flooding, significantly affecting local communities. Initiated in March 2024 by Jesse Construction Company, the project received a government allocation exceeding 1.9 billion shillings. However, limited resources have stalled the progress, obstructing the river's natural flow and causing substantial backflow.
The Office of the Prime Minister has been called upon to address the crisis with locals, warning of a looming disaster. Women in the community have voiced their concerns, urging. Hundreds of residents have been displaced by stagnant waters, now forming a water body dubbed Lake Nyumba. Gaiza village chairperson Gabriel Niyebida reported that nearly 1,000 residents are grappling with acute food shortages due to the flooding. Kisoro Deputy RDC Robert Tukamweba acknowledged the project setback, citing resource constraints as a major challenge. The Office of the Prime Minister has been called upon to address the crisis with locals, warning of a looming disaster. Women in the community have voiced their concerns, urging swift intervention from relevant stakeholders. Some residents have resorted to fishing for survival, appealing for the introduction of fish species and provision of fishing equipment. However, the flooding has destroyed agricultural gardens, exacerbating food scarcity and displacing more families. Local leaders have urged engineers to restore the river's natural flow and drain the flooding areas to prevent further agricultural losses. The affected communities remain hopeful for swift government action to restore normalcy and safeguard livelihoods.
gituyambe kubwo twahombye muno mu rufunzo tugahura n'ikibazo cy'amazi.
The bridge project was initiated by the late Sarah Mateke, the former State Minister for Defence and Veteran Affairs and woman Member of Parliament for Kisoro.
In more news, stakeholders and the Ministry of Water and Environment officials have expressed the need for engaging youth in the fight against the effect of climate change if the country is to have a good climate that is favorable for socio-economic transformation. Edwin Muhumuza, the team leader, Youth Go Green, explained that with the current climate change and its effects, Youth have to be prioritized and sensitized on environmental issues.
Climate change has become a real factor, a very big issue, and we wanted to empower the children, the youth, to ensure that they understand the subject of climate change. One of the reasons as to why we bring together such debates or dialogues to the young people is that the young people right now are actually the ones facing the brunt of climate impacts, or the main impacts of climate change.
We have various activities, human activities that do degrade the environment. One of them is deforestation. Very many other activities as far as degrading is concerned. And another one is also poor farming methods, whereby people don't know what to plant, people don't know how to harvest crops.
We are prioritizing agriculture, we give them water. In that, agriculture is the one providing raw materials to these industries. For example, the juice industries, we are providing them with fruits in the agriculture sector. So you can't tell me that if we give them water and they be able to produce more fruits, we can't compete outside there. We are seeing that Uganda right now, as currently, is the highest exporter of coffee in East Africa.
When the rainy season comes in, it also comes in a hard way. So you are transiting from a drought period, and very quickly we shall be talking about floods.
Rains have just started today. We are happy that we have gotten rain, but you just wait in the next few minutes. This region, particularly the Elgon area, is prone to the landslides. So the majority of the groups that will be affected by the adverse effects or the landslides and the floods will be children.
Minister of State for Minerals, Fiona Nyamtoro, has officiated over the Coffee Marathon fundraiser, which is aimed at empowering women in the eastern and western Uganda into value addition. The minister emphasized the need for value addition in order to increase the export value on coffee.
No, I've seen this, but I didn't know that it was the coffee farmers in Uganda are women. So a marathon in support of women empowerment, especially the coffee growers, is literally trickling down development to the grassroots. The more women we have empowered in coffee growing, the more produce that we expect as a country, the more quality that we can add on to value, and the more economic growth we wait to see.
But we don't just want to run for that woman. We just want to make sure they progressively and sustainably be a better people. And that's why our target for this woman is rising 2 billion that will go into a pool of a coffee woman circle. Not giving handouts, but that woman can be able to pick and progressively take care of their shamba. And out of that tree of coffee, where probably they've been getting 1.5 kilos of coffee on a tree, can even make it better and get 3 kilos. But also to convince their husbands, convince their men that actually they matter.
We are looking at how do we empower a farmer to have access to good services, but most especially, how do they get a better price? So because we are doing value addition, we are training farmers into quality coffee management to ensure by the time the coffee bean comes up the factory, so of good quality and fetches a better price. So far we have mapped around 185,000 farmers across the 5 coffee growing regions in Uganda, and we are rolling out an extensive training program starting this month.
Honorable Nyamtoro, Thank you so much for watching. That is all we had for you this afternoon. But of course, we'll get back here with more news in our subsequent bulletins. I'll be here myself for News Tonight. Don't miss Luganda and Kiswahili, plus more other programs. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.